iLEAP club members. Today we are going to discuss hand gestures. What are hand gestures? Hand gestures are expressive movements of hands that are done to show nonverbal messages. Research says that almost 70% of the messages are communicated through body movements. Tip number 1. Keep your hand gestures within the strike zone more than 80% of the time. Just imagine the strike zone is the dotted blue line, and try to keep your hand gestures within that zone most of your speech. Outside of this zone can also be used to communicate a large idea or concept, but don't overdo it. Overly large gestures can distract the audience, therefore it must be used less than 20% of the time. Tip number 2. Keep hand movements descriptive, but make sure that your hand gestures must match your message or feeling. Tip number 3. Don't hide your hands. If you hide your hands, audience cannot see your hands. That means they don't trust you. Even if you are standing behind a lectern, make sure that your hands are visible to the audience. Tip number 4. Don't grasp your hands, or don't touch your face or hair or collar or neck, because those signs shows that you are nervous. If you use open palm hand gestures, that shows that you are being honest and open. If you use your hand palms down, open, that means you are certain about what you are talking about. If you keep your palms facing each other, it says, "I'm an expert on this," according to Dr. Susan Weinschenk. Some of the other hand gestures you might notice. Raised steeple. This is one of the important gestures that shows that the person is giving an idea or talking. This also shows confident, self-assured attitude, smart. But if you steeple down, that means you are not talking, you are listening. Don't cross the arm. That shows kind of negative attitude. And also partial arm crossed shows that you are lack of confidence. Shoulder shrug. That means I don't know, I don't understand what you are talking about. Look at some of these hand gestures. I hope you have learned some tips on hand gestures. Good luck, iLEAP club members.